Hello and welcome. Gathering tonight for a class of astro yoga, acknowledging the seasonal and celestial occurrences and themes. And in just a moment, I'll be leading you back into a settled space, into a breath practice. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. And in just a moment, I'll be leading you back into a breath practice. We'll do a little balanced breath, maybe a warming breath. Not everyone needs the extra warmth in this season. Some people love this coolness of winter. But there's a breath in the yogic systems that is a deeply calming breath. It's sometimes even referred to as a tranquilizing breath, known also as the deep ocean breath, and its Sanskrit name was Ujjayi pranayama. If you're familiar with that, I'll be reviewing that. That's considered a warming breath practice. So if you're feeling too hot and you hear me going into those teachings, you might just stay with your natural breath to not exacerbate any heat, if that's your way of navigating this winter. You know what you need the best. We'll get there in just a moment. And the first invitation, as you're completing your personal movements, your final touches here to the practice, is to come back to your comfort, to come back to that space and that place where the most important thing is how well and how good you feel right where you are. So if there's something that could be offered to your knees or to your shoulders, maybe a cushion somewhere, anything that might give you greater comfort. Again, this is the moment. If you need to go get something from another room or reach for something to be a little cozier, by all means, give your body that piece of support. And our first line of business, so to speak, after finishing some physical movements, is to feel into those physical movements. What does the body feel like in this moment? You might even remember how you felt 45 minutes ago as we were getting started. You might remember how you felt earlier today. Maybe you even woke up with some sensations and feelings and noticing what is here now, what is present after those movements. And the invitation and the focus is to watch the breath. Before I guide you into a specific breath method, into a stylized breath, if you will, the first place to begin is to witness, is to be a watcher, an observer of the body that is always breathing. This body will breathe when you're asleep. It'll breathe when you're not paying attention. And so the game here is to drop into that state of awareness where you are watching the breath without controlling it. There's lots to notice. The breath can be observed for its speed, its rhythm. You might notice the length of the inhale as compared to the length of the exhale. And you might be aware of the temperatures. You might feel the warmth and the humidity, the moisture of the inhale compared to the exhale. And that temperature, the coolness of the inhale compared to the warmth of the exhale. And so that's one way to work on balancing temperature in the body, watching the breath. If it is coolness that you're welcoming to the body, if you wish to feel cooler, linger on the inhale. Feel that in-breath coming in with its fresh coolness. And if it's the warmth that you're needing, if it's the warmth that you're cultivating, spend your time with the exhale. Feel the warmth of the exhale and let that warmth spread through your body as you do. And your practice might be to watch the breath, to be a witness there. And your practice might be to engage with the breath. You might feel the need to lengthen, inhale, or to lengthen, exhale. You might even have a yawn coming on as the body slows down and focuses on breath. And this might be the complete practice for you. You might stay right here with this watching of the breath, this listening to the breath. And if you'd like to participate in the warming breath, that is the deep ocean breath, let the awareness focus around the throat, around the neck and throat. And just be a witness there, watching the breath move through that passageway. In this ujjayi pranayama, in this deep ocean breath, some folks make an audible sound. For some people, it creates a bit of a snore. And that's not everybody. We're all constructed a little differently. So your body may or may not be an audible practice. And anyway, this is a sound for you. This is a sound for the mind to follow. And the idea is that the throat comes into a pattern, a holding pattern, somewhere around the sounds of AH on inhale, and somewhere around the sounds of HA or ha on exhale. They're not vocalized. You're not attempting to make the huh sound, but just the breath sound of AH on inhale, HA on exhale, with that focus of awareness, the muscular pattern that's creating that sound. The lips can be closed, so the sound is muffled inward. And there might be a subtle sound for the mind to follow, the mind to track. And it may be quiet. And you may be witnessing the breath and watching the movement of the inhale arrive and the exhale depart. So stay with this practice, watching the breath, maybe creating that gentle whisper, that little snoring sound. If possible, the mouth remains closed and the focus is inward. Be with the breath. And when you feel ready, let that go. When it feels like it's been enough, let the breath become its own self-guided rhythm, its own effortless pattern, natural breath. And the movement of this breath coming and going. Let go of all effort. We have arrived. If you've joined us from the beginning of this session, you have begun with a yoga nidra. You modulated your brain waves into a state of regeneration and rest. We followed with joint movements and spine movements to increase the vitality of the physical body. And now we've come around to the breath practice, in which you witnessed and then focused on the breath and perhaps engaged with a controlled breath, a stylized breath. Notice the effects. Notice how you feel. What these efforts have yielded for you in this very moment. There might be immediate benefits that you're gathering and noticing. And there might be more benefits to come. Many folks, after a practice like this, have better sleep. And hopefully a better waking on the other side of that. Some folks feel a vitality to get a few things done, a second wind, some of us are blessed with. Whatever your experience is, know that it can be replicated, but especially if you've managed to let yourself feel better through these efforts, you can do that again. The body likes to feel good, likes to be given this attention, these precise and slow movements, this focus on breath. Thanks for joining this session. Notice how you feel in your whole body now, and take a moment to be aware of all the benefits. Remember, you are always welcome to come back. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel. Maybe hit the notification button to get the latest videos, and like all the videos that you watch. If you enjoy these practices, consider making a donation. There's a PayPal link in the description and other methods on my website at olgachwa.com/sponsor. While you're on my website, please add your email to my list to get the updates of my new YouTube uploads and live Zoom classes and special workshops. All the things that don't even make it to the channel. It'd be great to see you. All gratitude. I'm Olga Chwa.